I'll dress up as Max because I'm so jacked.
Sad times in my head. That's a few things I might do is let them go. Change my life. Change the way I think. Change my life.
Been very emotional.
We're on like Donkey Kong.
All right. Welcome back. This is podcast number 22. We're
Flying along, bro.
Yeah. Pumping about this year.
Flying along.
I guess we got a bit more time now.
Well, that's what happens when you go to space where you just walk around the corner and she's ready to rock.
Yep. It's fucking great, this spot, isn't it?
We're on. It's nearly, if only you guys could see behind the camera. The porno set's nearly ready.
The casting couch is coming on very well. So if there's any volunteers out there that want to come on.
Straight up. We've got the porno cam. We're rocking.
Yeah.
22, did you say? Fucking hell.
22, yeah.
That's crazy. So we've pumped out one a week for this year.
I think so.
Far.
Yeah, I think.
We might have started a bit late.
I think we started a bit late in January, but we're going good.
Got some good guests coming on as well.
Yeah, we got some big names coming.
Yep.
We've just had Tessa 10.
Yep, Big Tessa 10 was in last week.
Yeah.
That was a sick podcast. That's been our most viewed podcast.
Has it?
Ever.
Probably all women too.
Ever. So shout out Tess. You're
Yeah.
an absolute legend. And then you've got the boys this potty, and then next potty you have.
Don't tell them.
Well, they're going to know what it is.
Well, they don't know anyway.
Yeah. This comes out a week before.
Yeah. I guess we can tell them.
Yeah. You're going to have Ellie Miles on next week's podcast, which is going to be
The Queen of Bachelor.
sick. Yes, exactly. So we're going to dive deep into that and see what her
It's going to be
journey's
an
been.
interesting one.
It's going to be sick.
Yeah.
It's going to be sick. Do you reckon?
I'll be looking over her shoulder.
Just
So you
not
better ask me. Hope she wears something ugly. I'm going to tell her to dress up. You have to dress up ugly.
No, I reckon you'll just do the standard Tahi and just like
Just chill.
just freeze.
Just freeze and not say anything. Tahi, what's the next question? What? We're on a podcast?
Last week that was so good. I'm like sitting here asking questions, and in the back of my head I'm going, Tahi, just fucking pitch in here, please, man. I need something.
Well, I was thinking in my head, have you already asked her these questions? And she's looking at me talking, and then you're talking. I was like, this is too much. Yeah.
And then I got to a point, I was like, maybe if I can like try and like keep looking at tests, but also try and look at the laptop and read a question.
I was trying to zoom. I didn't know how to zoom on your fucking thing. That's why I got back to my computer.
That was a good potty though, man. That was sick.
It was.
That was a really good potty. Apologies to everyone as well about that audio quality at the back end of it. I think it was one of the cables. So
Yeah,
I've gone out and bought pretty much the best XLR cables you can find. So we shouldn't have that issue anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, apologies for that. We'll make sure that it's better for this one. So we're back.
Well, how's your mental health going? How's your weekend? What have you been doing? Had your first weekend?
Like an hours, by the way. I just seen them. That's sick.
Pretty
What did I do over the weekend? This weekend was the first weekend I had off.
Yeah,
which was good because you were away. So it was actually really good, really, really good. Just to, well, we'll get into the UFC on the weekend, but I watched pretty much fights all of Sunday, which was sick. Footy was back, so I watched the Bunnies on Saturday night. So yeah, it was really, really good. Just
nice little reset.
Yeah, nice little reset, and not to have to do, which I'm not saying that it's a thing that I fucking dislike or anything, but it's more those 2 to 3 hours each morning on a weekend. You don't realize how much time that consumes over your weekend. So it was nice to have that break and then get back into it this week. But this weekend was good. We've got a couple of sponsors on board for the podcast now, so they'll start next week. Yeah, so I won't say who they are yet, but they're going to send out their products just so me and the big dog can give them the all
We're moving
clear.
up, people.
Right.
Jacob's got a blue check, everyone. What the fuck's going on?
Say it again.
It's the yellow one. Yeah, let's go, baby.
What's up, baby?
Mr. Blue Check.
So we've got 2 sponsors at the moment.
Three.
Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
3 including the one today. Yeah, so they're sending out their products as we speak for us to have a try of before we start promoting something, because we don't want to promote something on this podcast that we don't like. So yeah, we're going to have a check over them. So if anyone is out there that does own a business or wants to get their brand out there and wants to be a spot of the potty,
Hit us up.
let us know, because there is some spaces becoming available out of the blue. So yeah, that's been my last couple of days, mate. How are you? How's the hangover of doom?
Oh man, it's taken me a good few days to recover. I had a Bucks party on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Friday we ripped in big time. I think we started drinking at like.
Yeah, paint me a picture. I didn't even know what you've done. Well, you don't have to obviously paint a picture.
I
but
won't
like,
paint too much of the picture.
just the general.
Look, and
what
actually,
happened.
it was.
Pretty
I was tamed.
That's good.
I was very tamed than what I normally would be.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's because of everything that I'm doing. Like I even said to myself, like I don't want to be doing all these silly bugger stuff if I'm doing this type of stuff as well.
Well,
so.
yeah, you can't. Yeah, but the difference is it's not like you're doing it every weekend.
Yeah.
It was just a one-off thing. But
Well, I'll paint a picture. We went in and tried suits on at 9, just to like get our last fittings and that done.
Mhm.
And
up here in Newey.
yeah, at
Yep.
Newey. And then we went to the Gunya, had a few beers there, started punting straight away. And then the bus rocked up at, I think it was like 11 or something.
Yep.
And then, we just got on the bus and off the drink started going, man.
Yeah,
Off
that
flying.
bus ride, man.
I think we pulled over a few times. Everyone was too scared to say, let's pull over for a piss. So I just kept saying it. And everyone's like, Tahi, you're a pussy. And then everyone was like, oh, actually, I need to piss too. And I was like, are you fucking serious, cunts? I was like, aim up, be a man and say you need a piss. Don't wait for someone else to say it. Because I could see everyone looking around, no one's drinking. I was like, does everyone need a piss? And they're like, no. And I was like, well, I do. Let's pull over. And they're like, oh, yeah, I do. And I was like, you fucking pussies. Just say it. Speak up. We're all friends here. Got down to Sydney. And then, what did we do Friday night? Oh, had a boat. So we got down there, had a few drinks, drinks were flowing, and then we had like a private boat, which we didn't know we had a private boat. We thought it was with other people.
Cool.
And we also thought when we got there, we were on a boat with a bunch of gay people because it was like, I don't know if the Mardi Gras is still going or they had stuff still on.
Yeah.
Because we pulled up and there was a heap of gay guys, and I was just like, what have we done? We've booked a gay boat, which is not, honestly, I would have been happy.
Yeah, you would have rocked it.
It would have been fun. And then the boys are just like, well, what have we done? And then this little boat just pulls up. Well, not little, it was pretty big. And then we got on that, and then just I think it was 4 hours on that. And then just did that. 4 hours, got wasted, went back to the room, and then we decided to go to the casino.
Mm-hmm.
And for some dumb reason, we all just went in at different times.
Oh, so you didn't go as a group?
Well, we walked as a group, and then as we got closer, everyone was just in their own little groups.
Gotcha.
And then I was standing there, and then like I was about to walk in, and then security just stopped me. And then some girl walked through, and she just started dancing on this, like hanging up from this thing. It was like a little show. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? Just let me in. And then I saw Tyson not get let in. I saw another guy not get let in. I was like, well, I'm by myself. I'm not going to just walk around the casino. So we went back to the room, and this is pretty sketchy. And me and Tyson didn't realise how. So we got locked. There's 2 rooms. We had 2 penthouses. Okay. One of the rooms we didn't have a key to, and it was next door to where we were. So we went around and we were chatting to the boys, and we're like, how are we going to get in? And Tyson goes, let's just climb around. And I was just like, we're not that high. We'll climb around. The boys were like, don't fucking do it. Like, we weren't really listening. And then, so we climbed around, and Tyson goes, hold my hand. Hold his hand. He goes, you coming? I was like, open the door. I'm not coming around the side of the building. Finds out we were 18 stories up in the air, and he was like, the next morning we looked at it, and I was like, bro, look how sketchy that is. We looked down, and I was like, fuck. And he's like, let's never do that again. And I was like, well, you did it.
Yeah. Don't put me in that bracket.
Yeah. So I did that, and then went to the races Saturday morning.
Yep.
And then spent the day at the races, which was fucking... It was
Loose?
good. Yeah. The boys were fucking...
Did you get up? Or did you not really punt?
I don't really punt, man.
Yeah.
I don't really understand horses and shit.
Yeah, either do I.
Yeah, it's a bit boring for me, but...
I definitely used to.
It was fun. It was good talking shit with the boys and hanging out. I was definitely feeling my hangover on Saturday. I was having a few beers and having a water, a few beers, a few waters. And
that age, that 30's kicking in,
I
buzz.
was eating a fair bit, and I tell you what, man, there were some beautiful women. It was fucking outrageous. Some girl walked past me and dropped me food, She was so good looking. It was crazy. Sorry.
Standard Tahi, picking out the sorts.
Hey, it wasn't just me.
Yeah, sure.
I was the sort for everyone else.
Yeah, sure.
But yeah, I did that, and then what did we do after? I just went back to the room and chilled out for a bit, and then the boys were pretty fucking lit by then, and we just went to this little club, and everyone was sitting down. It was pretty, like, everyone's not feeling. Everyone's like, no, we're all too fucked for this.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
I went around one of the boys was playing pokies. I went around to see him, and I walked down. I could hear this music pumping. I was like,
Oh,
"What's going on?" And I walked out, bro, and I was just like,
it gives me tingles.
there was like no one on the dance floor except for this weirdo in a fucking no shirt on with a hat on, and
That was Tahi, by the way.
that wasn't me. And I was like, "What's going on here?" And then I stand at the bar, and I was just like, "This is good." And I started
Pumping.
dancing, and one of the boys walked around, and they all started coming around, and then like by the end of it, there was all of us out there, and it was mad. We just stayed there for a few hours, and then back to the room, and I walked around for ages trying to find a Macca's and went to bed. And that was my weekend.
And then what? You come back early Sunday morning.
Well, I ended up driving because Liam was a bit too hungover to drive.
Yep.
And then I came home, and then we watched a bit of the UFC. I went up back. Hayden rings me. He's like, "You want to come around and watch the UFC?" And I was like, "Yeah, sweet." So went around there. Bloody Jay Smith, still going, hasn't slept. I walked in, I was like, "Not you, man. Please, not you." And he's like, "You want to have a drink with me?" And I was like, "Fuck no, get away from me,
you gremlin.
Yeah, and then I only stayed there for a little bit, and I was like, "No, I need to go home. Too fucked." And then just went back home, slept pretty much the whole day, and
Yep.
yeah. Now I'm still, I'm probably coming good now. I reckon I went for went to train Monday morning. I just felt like absolute shit. Went back to work Monday. It was a struggle. It was so hot.
Bro, that fucking last 2 days of heat, man, that knocked me about.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
how you would have
crazy.
concreted in that.
Well, I had yesterday off, and it was so fucking hot. I don't think I left the house. I actually did when he had one of those float tank things.
They're nice.
It was so weird, bro.
It wigs you out, eh?
Well, I didn't know. I didn't know he had to lay in there naked.
Yeah, bollock, mate.
Yeah.
All bollock.
She's like, "So just take your clothes off, have a shower, then get in." I was like, "What?" And she's like, "Yeah, you got to go naked." And you don't have to. She goes, "Just to experience it properly, you go naked." So I got in there. I'm laying down. I was like, "What is happening?" Closed the shell up.
Yep.
And then she gave me this weird pillow thing, and I was like, my neck was hurting because I was like, I didn't want to get my ears wet. Because I was like, I don't want to have my ears in there for an hour. So then I was, because now my ears like feels like I've got water stuck in it.
Yeah, gotcha.
So then I just dropped my head in there and just like left. I was like, fuck it, I'm in here now. And then they had like this visualization thing going on where she was like just talking. And then the next minute I just woke up. It was an hour later, and I was like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah, where am I?
Yeah, woke up naked in a bathtub. Yeah, no, it was good.
It wasn't a float tank at all.
Yeah.
You're still down in Sydney.
It's not so vulnerable, eh? But yeah, just did that. Trained this morning. Slowly starting to come back. So
Yeah, cool. How was training feeling this morning?
yeah, he's better. He's better than it was yesterday. Probably because there was no weights. It was just all cardio and body weight stuff, which is good.
That would help. But yeah, the weather the last couple of days, man, it's fucking.
Oh man, we
Being
had
cooked.
the aircon on for 2 days straight. I've been having ice baths a fair bit too. We got a new Chester freezer.
Yep.
It's so good. So much
It's a
colder
way to
than
go.
the ice baths.
He's more cost effective too.
Yeah.
Don't have to pay for the fucking thing every time.
No, it's been good. I just cruised around Tyson, so I think we'll have one to Savo.
Yeah, sick.
It's just been like you can helps so much with your body temperature. It's good, really good. Oh, that was a fucking spill, wasn't it? Most I've ever spoken on this podcast.
Now you're back.
Yeah.
Most you've ever spoken on this podcast.
Yeah.
Don't fucking G me up. I was saying to Tessa last week, she messaged me because she was listening to the podcast back. She was like, it felt like it was just me and you having the podcast. I'm like, that was probably the first time I've ever seen Tahi
Say, look,
not talk much.
no, when you speak about like stuff I don't know, like the mental health stuff, I don't want to say the wrong thing. What was it? I know, you knew this was coming. I don't know what it was.
What'd you say?
Oh, what was it?
Do you know what serotonin syndrome is? And you
Well,
go,
all I heard was serotonin, and I was like, oh, yeah, I know what that is. And then I realized she said something else after. I was like, oh shit, I don't know.
Here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, but when you start going a bit deeper stuff, I'm like, I don't really. I'll just listen. I'm happy to listen. I don't want to just say something wrong. Hurt someone's feelings.
Never say something wrong.
I do say some things wrong.
Some things. That's all right. We all do.
Nah, but it was good little party with her.
It was nice.
Good girl.
Like I said, it was it's our most viewed potty so far. So
Hopefully she's not single anymore.
after the amount of time she said it,
Yeah.
I counted 5 times at least while I was editing it.
Yeah. She
By the way, I am single.
Yeah. I'll ask her again. I'll see how she's going. See if she's found the love of her life.
Have you
yet.
got hit up yet?
All right, let's get into some stuff. So, got our weekly intentions. Mine are keep improving on myself, sit with my emotions and the feelings I'm having, and organise what I want to do with the concreting side of things.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you're on the path for them at the moment?
Yeah, definitely. I think with the emotions thing, I was like, just because like the hangover, I haven't had it in a while. So I did a little pros and cons on myself last night, just to make sure I'm still doing the right things, which I am. So my pros were a lot more than my cons.
Yeah, when you get into that hangover and that emotional state, it's like, fuck.
Oh, bro, I wanted to cry so much on Sunday night.
It's like, am I doing the right thing? Am I supposed to be doing this? Am I supposed to be doing that?
Yeah.
What if I'm on the wrong path? Fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, you're definitely on the right path.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Most deaf.
What do you got?
Indigestion. No, intentions. I keep expanding like we are. That's been a common thread for this year. So hitting up getting our marketing strategy nailed down for the tour for June, so that I'm starting to get that dialed in, starting to speak to people where I can start to get our name up there a bit more. Yep. And then just focusing on the potty like we are, like getting these bigger guests in. Now we're actually making it into a potty space. And also I was thinking as well, once we get the curtains on that side sorted as well, we'll be able to start hiring this space out. So like we can still work and people can come in and just shut the curtains up and still use the space. So just keep the expansion rolling. That's the main plan.
Yeah.
And just keep doing what we're doing. We're pretty much week 6 and week 4 into the men's and women's shift at the moment. King's Legacy comes back next week. And then the new King's Legacy starts up in 3 weeks' time. So,
Jesus.
And then we've still got facilitators going on as well, plus reconnections, plus tour.
There's a lot of pluses going on.
There's a lot of stuff going on, yeah. So
they got my program starting soon.
Your program, yeah. So, I know we're probably going to speak about this later, but we've got the men's reconnection coming up this Sunday. So when this comes out Sunday, still, we'll have over 20 guys. By the way, I've got a fucking bone to pick with all you 20 guys fucking coming out of the woodworks.
Yeah.
Fucks.
Fucking something comes out for free and they're all jumping.
Oh, they jump out of it. Oh, I need this. Fuck. It felt like I was promoting it to myself for a couple of weeks. Anyway, so really pumped to have all you guys there. I think we just counted before. It's over 20. Yeah, over 20. So, pumped for that. We've got a brand new thing for the guys that we probably need to nut out before we start on Sunday.
We'll do that.
It's not a massive thing, but it's a really, really powerful piece. Got that, and then we've got a few more gyms rocking up this weekend.
Yeah, we've got the Performance Centre Saturday.
Yep.
And then next week we're doing
Achieve and an
Achieve and an Air Locker.
And Air Locker, yeah.
Yep.
And then the women's reconnection.
Katara.
Yep. And then the women's reconnection, yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you know? Well, you don't have to tell me now, but you know someone out from Katara way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Sam might be the manager or something. I think he's pretty in there with all.
Yeah, sweet.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I know you only asked what my intentions were, but that's what's on my mind.
Yep.
Pretty much 24/7. So
yeah, sweet.
Like as you know how I work, like it's very easy for me to get in here at 6 a.m. and then leave at 10 p.m. and not really have much time to myself. So I am increasing the amount of time I can give myself throughout the day, and get out of these belief systems of I don't need to be in the office to, make sure we're moving forward. So
yeah, we're definitely moving forward.
Oh man, it's a fucking rocket fuel.
It's good.
Plane at the moment.
I'll be full time here soon. No time.
Program, baby. You've already got 2 guys signed up to your program too. Don't overlook
Possibly
that.
3. I just kind of let it sit with him, but I'll promote it after the men's. I think hopefully we get a few from the men's.
Well, you're gonna have 20 plus men to sell to on the weekend. So, guys that are coming on Sunday, and you are listening to this before Sunday, get ready for that because Tahi's going to be letting you guys know about his reconnection, his program mana, and you guys are going to be stepping into another whole reality. So yeah, man, that's where I'm currently at. Mental health space is good. Intention space is just keep doing what we're doing, keep expanding.
Yep.
And then we'll just keep rocking and rolling. So also, we'll probably obviously talk about this off air, but what about the all the what's it called? That group, fucking hell, YKTR. They're all splitting up. Did you see that?
Yeah, I seen that.
Did you see?
I don't really know what's going on. I know. Yeah, I don't know.
Like Scope's gone with Willie Mason.
Yeah.
I think Jacko went.
Yeah, he went over to New Zealand.
Oh, he's gone back. Oh, he's gone back to rugby.
He's
isn't
working
he?
for
Hurricanes.
Warriors.
Warriors.
Yeah.
And then so he's with rugby league. I thought he was with rugby union.
No, rugby league.
Rugby league.
Yeah.
And then there's a few other boys going. I know that was a random topic, but I just seen that before we got in here.
Yeah.
I was supposed to speak to you about that before. It's wild. Never thought that would have happened.
Yeah.
Anyway. There you go. Sorry, that's how my brain works.
Intrusive thoughts, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next part we've got our tools and strategies and the content, but they kind of go into each other, so I'll just combine them. So we've got being unsure if something is good for you, good or bad for you, what can you do? So like I just said before, I did a pros and cons list on myself, and I kind of do it on everything. Like if it's like with work, when I was leaving the mines, I kind of like did a pros and cons around the whole situation, what was worked best for me and what didn't.
Yep.
And then like last night, it was just like my life in general. I just did one, just like what's in my life that it doesn't need to be there, or what am I putting too much energy in that I'm putting the wrong energy towards. So it was probably a good one there. And then it's just the content was just to trust the version of yourself. So you got to be able to trust yourself. So doing these pros and cons, whatever you get out of it, you're trusting that version you want to put out of yourself.
Say that topic again. What was the topic?
Trust the version of yourself.
Truest version of yourself.
No, trust the version of yourself.
Trust the version of this version that you are now, or trust the version that you want to be, or
probably what you want to be, and I guess probably both, really. Yeah.
And what was the first piece?
Being unsure if something's good or bad for you.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So. Yeah, I thought that was. Do not disturb, please. We're on filming time.
It's on focus.
On focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. The piece about like being sure if something is good for you or not. You're not going to find out until you start taking action on it. Like there is a lot of time that we do live within our own minds and trying to come up with the answers within our own heads and trying to analyze it like that, where it's simply not going to happen until you begin taking action on it. And like what we take our people through Polaris, it's like once you start taking action on it, then you start to see the evidence of, is this something that I want to do? Does this make me feel good? Does this make me feel like I want to push forward with this? Because like, this is definitely speaking for men, because we're obviously more well trained in men stuff. Like men, we get caught so much in our minds. It does us a lot of good if we do start to transition into our body, start taking action on some stuff, and then start asking ourselves a question: is this good for me, or is this not good for me? Like,
so I know for me, when I didn't have these tools, I would try and think about it in my head, and it would get too much, and you don't actually think about the thing you're trying to think of. You think about so much other shit.
Yeah.
And then your mind's just like, and then you're like, fuck this is.
And then you don't do anything, right?
And you don't do anything.
Yeah. And then you're still sitting there being like, fuck.
That's the suppression starts.
Yeah.
You're just going through the same emotion, same thing of like pushing it away. And that's why I reckon doing like actually writing it down.
Yeah.
Doing the pros and cons list is like.
Pros and cons list is really, really good, because once again, that's still taking action of your thoughts and getting it down onto a piece of paper where you can still look at it. So
then once you get it down, then you have those things in front of you to be able to action, go out and do as well. So
and then also as well, be like, it gets to a point where you have to be like pretty fucking honest with yourself as well. Like if you are looking at something and you're saying, is this good for me? Is this bad for me? Chances are it's probably not going to be something that's serving you.
Yeah.
Right. If it's like, I don't know, let's say.
Well, it's not really like good or bad either. It's just more, is what you're doing bringing in value or not?
Well, exactly right. Yeah, cool. So let's just say, if you're going to word it like that, let's say you're on a diet and you're looking at a piece of food and it's like, I don't know, full of calories, full of whatever. And you're like, is this going to serve me right now? Even if you are asking yourself that question, I dare say it's going to be probably not. Yeah. So, but being with specific things of like, let's say like your career, let's just say if these certain friendship groups, your friend circles, even, how you act throughout your society in your day-to-day life. Like, it gets to a point where you have to be honest about it with yourself, because if you are consistently asking yourself of like, is this good for me? Is this what I'm doing good for me? Chances are you aren't being honest with yourself, or you haven't really found what you are striving to work towards. Yeah.
So the only pro I had when I did the mining thing on myself was money. Money was the only the only pro.
Right.
And there was so many fucking cons about it all. And I was like, there's the answer.
There's your answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably the biggest con itself is like, if the only pro was money, then you're like, well, sort of making my decision right now.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So yeah. But once again, if you are looking at, actually trying to figure it out, then get out of your head, start taking action on some things, and start to have a look at what am I actually doing to work towards what I want to do. And even if you say, well, I don't know what I want to do, cool. That's where you need to start. Before you even get to a place of like, is this good for me or is this bad for me? It's like, well, what are you working towards? Right? Like you have found out, I want to start working towards working with men and women to start bringing it back to unconditional love for self. Is the mind going to help you do that? Probably not. No. Maybe a little bit, but probably not. Same goes with like everyone out there. Like if you do not have something that you're striving, working towards as a bigger picture and then working your way down to like day, week, month outcomes, then, you're pretty much going to be on an autopilot system until you get to a point of like, what the fuck do I want to do? And then you'll start to transition to a place of, now I need to find out what I want to do. Yeah,
well, that's like a lot of people that talk to me. They're just like, oh, I'm just doing the same shit.
Yeah.
And like until you find an intention or like until you set yourself some goals, I can realize this going to work isn't about just turning up to work. Like if you have a reason why to go to work, it makes it a lot better. It makes your life a lot better. Yeah.
I think that can relate to like people, like I know for me for sure, like there's some days and weeks where I get stuck in like this autopilot where it's like I'm just waking up, doing the things that I need to do, then go back to sleep without having like any substance behind it. So I remember we were speaking about it before, like even showing up to train just because I'm training and then leaving.
Yeah.
Whereas there is so much more power behind it if you show up with an intention of this is what I want to do when I'm training. Cool. Now you're actually striving towards something bigger than just training.
At Cornet, where me and the trainer, I got him to come in and we did some stuff. And it opened up his mind to some stuff he's wanted to do, but he didn't have the answers, and he got them. And it's like having him more of like getting people to have, like when they turn up to the gym, to have an intention on why they're there.
Yep.
And what the actual workout, like you're just coming in and you're like, yeah, you might be turned up just to look fit and stuff. That's good.
Yep.
But if you have like a reason, like say if you're going for a workout and you're like, I needed some motivation, like at least if you set an intention before that workout, you can think about that and that'll motivate you to push it through it.
100%. Yeah. And like, it's not like the workouts are easy to get through as well. So if you have like an intention, if you have an intention behind it, then you can be pushing yourself a bit harder than just just showing up just to get it done because you're getting it done.
Well, him and I are about to settle. We're going to try and do a breathing class.
Yep.
Like with training. So when you're doing certain movements or like doing any kind of movement, like there's ways you can breathe to help with your energy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I've noticed he's been added into the workouts a fair bit too now.
It's good.
And it's like everyone's like, I don't want to breathe from my nose, and I'm like,
you will eventually.
It's breathing through your nose while training is honestly the best thing that can do for you.
It'll make you feel a lot better.
Yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Everyone was talking about it today, and I was like, you got any duct tape? Like, why? And I was like, slap it on your mouth and you won't breathe out of your mouth. It'll be all nose.
Go to sleep with some duct tape on your mouth.
Yeah.
Game changer.
Maybe I should do that. I might stop snoring.
It's a fucking game changer, man. I don't think it'll stop you snoring. It'll snort in your mouth. Probably sort your snoring out
Actually,
first.
can you we do the hypno?
Yeah, I'll do your hypno. Yeah, I'll do your, not after this, but yeah, I will.
I need to do it soon.
I will do it soon. I will do it soon.
Bad.
I need to edit this podcast. But yeah, probably
Get a bit off topic.
Probably don't duct tape your mouth before you sort your snoring out.
Just dead.
Yeah.
Young man dies in the redhead. Duct tape to the mouth. Was he kidnapped and put to sleep? Yes.
But yeah, off topic once again, but that's what this potty is all about. Off topic, baby. But yeah, if you want to find out if something's good for you or bad for you, and the way you're going to find out is if you get out of your head, start taking action on some things, and don't think that the answers are just going to come to you, because that's just very hypocritical if you think that things are just going to happen for you.
Yeah. I reckon like a lot of people that I help like on social media and that reach out to me, I just tell them, first thing I get them to do is just journal.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's free. All you're doing is, what do I ask? And I was like, just talk to yourself. What I do is just write my day down, what I did, and then I just write anything that comes to my mind. I just put it down and just add it in and do a little grateful thing. And like with the pros and cons list, I just sat there and just wrote pros and cons. And then above it, I wrote about the situation. I just wrote about life at the moment. and just do that. So if you're going through something, just write down that situation, and then boom, just start talking.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to yourself.
Yep. Start connecting to yourself more.
Yeah,
100%.
it's a great little tool.
Oh yeah, it's a brilliant thing. It's a brilliant way to push forward in your life when obstacles do keep popping up. As long as you've got something that you are, working towards, and it's not something where you just are on that autopilot. Yeah, you're still going to have shitty days, like we all have shitty days, but
Yeah,
you're still going to have a solid purpose that you're working towards. So yeah, there is a lot of power within that for sure.
for sure.
100%.
Yeah.
Good topic, boy. Good topic.
I don't know if you noticed, but there seems to be a lot of people doing ice baths now.
Oh, do you reckon it's your influence?
I reckon.
You're the
A lot of people said to me, they're like, "Oh, Tahi was doing that a year ago." I was like, "He was doing it a year ago." Well, you were obviously doing it first.
Who taught you, baby? No, I'll never
like-
say that. You do it way more than me. Yeah, no, I reckon you've got a massive influence, mate. You've got a massive influence on what people do and
It's
what
funny
people
the
do.
people that used to rip me off and be like, "You're an idiot for doing this,"
Always.
and now look at them, baby.
Yep. They're the same ones that, we've been through it before.
Yeah.
It's the same people that's, will judge you for doing what you're doing in the moment. 6 months later, when you start to be either successful at it or you are still working towards it, they will still come up to you and be like, okay, what is this? What are you doing? Like, the amount of people when I first started, they were like, men's coach. Like, I used to work in the pub, in the hospitality. Fucking blokes, right? Like, fucking I drink new, right? They used to call me Caramello. Hard on the outside, but soft in the center. That's what they used to call me. Right? And they're like,
So
what are you?
true.
Yeah. They're like, what are you fucking doing? Da, da, da. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do like men's coaching. They're like,
Good luck.
what the fuck is men's coaching? And I was like, to be honest, Brat,
I
got
don't know.
no idea.
It's taken me till last week till we had Tessie come on to explain for you to realize. Oh, that's what I do.
That's what exactly, yeah. And they're like, yeah, all right, sweet, whatever. And then, and the amount of times they've been like, are you sure you want to do this? Are you sure you're going to be making no money? Da 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 da. Same people, they're coming up to me, and now we've got the same guys that are coming. There's a couple of guys coming on the weekend from the pub,
Yeah.
right? Like, and it's just a big transformational piece, and it's a hero's journey that we go through. It's a massive hero's journey. So
It's definitely a year of like people helping themselves, I reckon, this year.
yeah, have you noticed
The
that?
amount- yeah, big time.
Yeah.
The amount of people that are like starting now to like do all this healing and working on themselves, it's fucking good.
I think it was.
Honestly.
I think it probably like maybe October, November last year to now. It's starting to like
Shit.
we were still when you come on to November, it was like this, right? It was like, yeah, we're going good, we're coming up, da 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 da. Still a bit slow, still a bit patchy, but last 4 months, 6 months, it's just like someone's just ignited kerosene. It's just gone.
It's been great.
Oh, it's unreal,
Yeah.
unreal. Like we've fully got a legit potty studio,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
legit. Like I've got the other curtains come in today, so I'm gonna have
Members on.
them put them up. Yep, they're still a bit creasy, but
Oh, well,
what can you do?
they're black. No one's gonna see them.
Hey. Calm down, Jamal.
I didn't mean that in any bad way.
No, but it looks sick once that's up. And then I didn't tell you I bought those red lights. I couldn't resist it.
Oh, well.
I was like, that logo is going to cost us a bit. I may as well just buy these and see what they look like. I reckon it'll look sick behind.
Oh,
me.
you get those. I think they're logo lights.
Oh, you meant that big one?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, you got those fucking weird lights that you wanted.
Yeah. I was going to see what they look like. They'll probably look shit, but at least it'll,
I just feel like you're not gonna even notice them because we got
like
lights
this
on.
shit fucking thing on the ground.
Yeah, like these fucking. Oh, I got these mad red lights. What red lights?
I put them on once and I'm like,
Yeah, put the red light at the
no.
front and let everyone know we're casting.
No, but yeah, I reckon walk me through it. I reckon we get the curtains and we find another couple of chairs like this and we'll have them out there for the guests, and then maybe a bit of greenery behind them. What do you reckon?
The greenery.
A couple of fake plants.
Yeah.
Oh, you got anything?
No, I'm just thinking.
That's what I was thinking anyway,
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyways.
we're just trying to design our podcast studio on the podcast.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So yeah, we got the men's reconnection this Sunday.
Yes, sir.
We got the women's the week after.
Yes, sir.
We've got the Tour de Coast. Is that what it's called? Tour de Coast? It is, eh?
You just went, we got the tour dance.
The Tour de Coast. Yeah, we got that coming up.
East Coast tour.
June, East Coast Tour, that's it.
Yep.
Oh, we got a few gyms coming up as well.
Yeah, we need to start
Pretty busy.
rebooking.
Yeah.
We need to start putting our feelers out again because we're
Yeah.
pretty much open from first weekend after April.
Yeah.
There's only 2 weekends we're available in April though,
April.
because we're away for a week.
We're away I'm away the first weekend.
Yeah, and then we're away
And then
for
we're
a
away
week.
the weekend after. Because we're
Yeah.
going to...
No,
where are we going?
week
by the
after
way?
that.
Have you worked out where we're going?
Byron.
We are going
We're
to
going to
Byron.
Byron, yeah. Yep.
Driving?
Yeah, we can drive, yeah. I thought it'd be good if we drive because then we have a car. We need to plan that though. Because
Is it just us? Like,
us and Shane, yeah.
Shane should fly to Newey so we can all drive together. Actually, no, fuck it, I'll drive to Carlton.
You can if you want
No,
to.
not Shane, but we'd talk our ears off.
But the purpose of
Actually, no,
Kings-
it'd be probably good because he'll be like a TV show. We'll talk about all this shit that he goes through.
non-stop. The only thing would be your car would be filled up with vape.
Vape.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the worst thing's been filled up with.
But no, that's going to be sick because it's going to be like personal growth, but also we're all going to have inputs on what we want to do, how we want to do it, and actually have a 6 days together where it's more relaxed, holiday based, taking our time, enjoy our company, celebrate how far we've come.
We ain't going to fucking Wahlburgers.
Oh,
They're the
bro,
worst burgers.
that was honking, man.
Yeah.
That was honking. What, 6 hour, 7 hour drive? We were starving.
Yeah, and I was like, let's go to Wahlburgers. It's the best burgers I've ever been to in America. It's so good in America. And then Byron Bay tried to put their own little spin on it and give us fucking shit. Vegan food.
Shit.
If you're vegan, I'm sorry, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, respectfully, it's shit.
Respectfully, fuck off. No.
Yeah. Like, it's just leave it how it is. It was good the way it was.
Yeah. What do you
That's why
reckon?
it's so empty there because it's that nice of a place.
Mm.
But go back to the original burgers.
Yeah.
Don't change it.
No, I'll show you the place that I'm about to book at the end of the week. It's dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's sick. We've all got our queen bed. We've all got a queen bed.
I don't know why we got queens. We're kings, but whatever. It's king's
I
legacy.
did have a look, but there was no. I can just say it's king beds.
Good.
But no, that's
maybe
we
you could message fucking our mate Hemsworth and see if you can borrow his house.
Oh, imagine. But yeah, we'll take the golf clubs up. We're gonna have a golf day.
I don't have golf clubs.
We just borrow mine.
I don't play golf. But
Well,
I'll
we can
happily.
just
Are we
watch.
drinking on this trip?
A little bit, not like fucking 6 days bender,
Oh no, fuck that.
but if
Maybe
you want to
like
have a beer,
just 2 hours of drinking. That's all we need.
if you want to
That's
have a beer,
long
have a
enough
beer.
for us.
The only thing would be, I think if we fucking open the bottle on Shane, I think it's gonna be chug beer up my ass or something like that. Like it'll be, you know.
Shane,
Love you, Shane.
Shane's
You're fucking
hanging.
unreal.
Shane's hanging for a boys' trip.
He's hanging. He's
Telling you.
hanging. So yeah, that's coming up. That's
Yeah.
gonna be sick. So we'll go up on the
12 or something.
15th or 16th, and then we come back home on the 22nd.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So that space it's gonna be sick. It's up in Do you know where we were staying in the bike ride? How it was like
Yeah.
out
Are we
that
on
end?
Hinterlands?
Yeah. So do you know where we were?
Yeah.
It's like up here. It's more back up this way. So like more
Towards Byron itself.
towards Byron itself. Yeah.
Mad.
Yeah. So it's more back that way.
Yeah.
Sick pad. We'll take the bows up. Take a target up.
Shane's
Go for a hike.
I don't know about
Go whatever. And like I said, we'll all just pitch in and we'll just sort of day by day.
that. I know where I'm going to the beach.
Yeah, well, duh. That's gonna be
Hot days.
well, it's in April, it might be freezing.
I love the cold.
Love cold water, baby. Yeah, so and then I reckon the last night we fucking have a crack.
I don't think the last night because then we have to drive home next day.
All right, second last night.
Maybe third because we need a couple of days. Like if it is taking me this
We
long,
are 30.
If-
Oh, it is sort of my 30th as well. It's a week before.
isn't
it's
it
my
30th this week?
No.
This month? I thought it was March.
April. End of
April
April,
what?
29th.
Oh.
So that week.
Or maybe we fucking party on.
Oh, bro. Oh,
To
by
your
the way, I know Lauren wouldn't be listening to this. It's 40 minutes in. She goes, you are not partying with Tahi for your 30th. I'm like, what? She goes, no, we've already experienced you as a party. We're not doing that again. I'm like,
I haven't.
excuse me, I've been sober for 3 years. She always has a crack at me. I'll go buy a carton and a carton takes me 3 weeks to finish. And she'll go, oh, drinking again. I'm like, are you serious? I have 3 beers a weekend.
We should.
Oh my God. Drinking again. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Or maybe a negativity at the door.
Yeah. So anyway, if anyone wants to come on April 29th to the office, we'll have an office party. I think we'll dress up as everyone from the office and we'll have an office
So
party.
we dress up as ourselves.
No one will come. It's just me and you sitting here on the podcast.
Yeah.
Record a drunk potty.
I'll dress up as Max because I'm so jacked. Oh, man. You can dress up as Acacia.
That's offensive to Keisha.
I was going to say because she's so jacked because she has a good back.
Bro, she's shredded.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, great back.
That gym that wants us to do some content, I hope they want us to keep our shirts on because I don't want to take my shirt off around her. She is fucking loaded.
If they sent me a message going, the criteria is you have to be taking your shirt off, I'll be going, Tahi,
He's
Acacia, you are going.
It's just Acacia going, sorry, Tahi's been sacked for the week.
Tahi's politely declined.
His back didn't quite make it.
Oh, fucking hell. But no, that trip to Byron's going to be dope.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, me too.
Nice
little Holly.
So, yeah, they're the two options for Shano, is either fly to Byron or fly. It's probably easy if he just does fly to Byron. We pick him up.
Yeah.
I'll message him.
I don't think you
We'll
can fly to Byron. I think you got to fly to Goldie, which is only 10 minutes up the road.
We'll just go get him.
Or do we go to Goldie?
No, I've already found the pad. I've already messaged him.
I know, but like for the last couple of days, get wild.
Get
buck
jiggy.
wild. Go for a little boogie. Get Brad to drop us off.
True. Pusey incoming.
Big Poos.
Big Pusey.
He's doing really good, man. I hope he's listening. I don't know if he actually listens, but
I don't think anyone listens up to this point.
yeah, it's 150 listens of just the first minute.
It's just 3-minute listen time.
Yeah. Oh, it's probably just us just listening it over and over.
It's just me editing it 150 times.
Yeah, no, he's training for no marathon, half a marathon,
cool.
I think.
Dope.
Yeah, he's been doing real good training a lot. Putting out some good stuff.
Awesome.
He's good, man.
Nice.
Good little man.
Yeah, awesome.
Little Brad Poos.
Pusey.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we could sort that out. But I reckon over when we get Kings back on next week, we'll go over a game plan. They got a sick golf course up at Byron, as you know. We'll go do that. We'll do I don't even know what else you can really do in Byron, but even if we just sit at the beach every day, I don't really care.
Get on the mushies.
Not my cup of tea, man.
Yeah, me either.
I like to hold on,
joking.
you know. I'm just joking.
It's a drug-free podcast.
We could do they've got cold plungers up there.
Yeah.
Cold plungers. We could do don't know.
I honestly don't know what there is to do there.
I don't know either.
All there is to do is just go to the beach, I reckon. What do they do in winter? Do the people just stay inside?
Yeah, well, assume so. Surely there's some fun stuff to do out there. Surely some stuff the boys can do.
Yeah, sure we'll find something.
We'll find something for sure.
Go busking.
Ziggy Alberts. You don't know who that is, do you? Yeah, that's right.
I've heard people talk about him. Never listened to him.
That's nice.
Anyways, all right. Well, I reckon that's
Is that
wrap it up. Yeah, wrap it up with that.
Oh, fucking hell. But yeah, no, we've got a big couple of weeks coming up. And also, by the way, thank you to everyone that has been tuning in. We've been getting more and more messages about, looking forward to the podcast and the topics that we're going over. And
It's crazy. I see people like they just screenshot, listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's mad.
it's wild. It's
Yeah.
wild. I honestly, it feels like even when I edit it and send it out, it just feels like that it's just me and you talking and there's no one obviously watching this. I think it's just us talking,
Yeah.
so it's,
I think that too, and I'm always like, oh, when we first started, it was a little like, oh, to everyone listening, it was like probably there's like no one listening. Now I still don't even believe it if people do listen.
Yeah.
Until we get a bit of feedback and people say things. Like, oh, well.
But yeah, no, it's wild. Absolutely wild. So thank you to everyone that is tuning in. Thank you to all you guys, because the support is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And now that we have our own space and now that it's starting to kick up a bit more. And
how many subscribers we got?
On what?
I don't know. Whatever we're on.
I don't even know if you have subscribers. On YouTube, it's like 20 or something, which is still pretty fucking good for me. I'll fucking take 20 subscribes.
Yeah.
Because on YouTube, you hardly subscribe. It's more just watching
Likes.
something and likes and stuff.
Yeah.
And then
Should we do a little thing if we get like a certain amount of listeners, have like a little giveaway, do like something?
Could do some. Yeah, we'll sort that out. And then on Spotify, I think we've got like 120 followers or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That's mad.
I think it was up to the other day. So
Fuck yeah.
it's dope. It's dope. It's going
Thanks
sick.
for listening.
So
That's a lot of people.
I know. It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Fucking wild. It's no
Wish we
Matty
knew
Morris,
who
but
they were too.
I know.
Made me feel a lot better.
I know. Well,
Like I'd know who I'm talking to.
yeah. Yeah, it's probably a good reason why you don't know who's listening to you, so you can't stalk them.
I don't want to stalk them. I just want to know who's actually listening to us.
But anyway, yeah, thank you to everyone. Thank you for all of you for tuning in. It's been sick. And yeah, what outro song you got there, Sunshine?
Well, I'm not connected. I think.
Gone. I'll connect you. All right, well, I'll cancel that then. All right, well, that was a fucking blue ball. All right, cool. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you next week. Big podcast coming next week with Miss Ellie Miles. So see y'all then. Peace.